Hey, what's up everybody? So yesterday I had my capstone presentation. Didn't have much time to vlog after because I was just beat, tired, got some burritos. Alright, so this one from Michigan. First time at a taco truck.
Oh, Jane got me a milk.
And she got horchata and tacos for the full experience.
She almost got a hot dog, but we said no.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. PJ's covers no space. I make worship music, occasional secular songs, but they're clean. It's all good because we're children of God.
But finally have some time to vlog a little bit here today. But Capstone was an amazing experience, and those of you who don't know, it's basically like our big research presentation, everything. Like we did a case study, and it's like our biggest project of our whole physical therapy career kind of thing. And I thought actually that it was gonna be kind of like a like you're on in the front and there's like 20 people watching you and you're like talking about your study, but it actually turned out to be kind of like it almost was like a 5th grade science fair, or like I almost felt like a vendor. Like there was like a bunch of different posters or researchers, like my classmates, just in this hallway, and random people would be walking by and go, oh hey, neck pain, hey, can you tell me about your study? Or as people are walking by, and if I'm just standing there, I go, hey you, can I tell you about my study? And then I have to sell them on like, I felt like I had to sell them on like what my thing was about. So I'm gonna show you what my capstone was about. Please don't judge me. My sister, my mom came, and they were the first people that I presented to. It's kind of funny because it's like, your family's like the first people that support you, and everyone else is like getting all these people. My family's like, oh, I feel so bad for you. Let me come. Tell me your presentation and practice. So please forgive me for my stuttering and actually like freaking choked. But good thing I had my notes. So yeah, here's my presentation. I think the audio might not be the most clear, but I just had to record it. So if you have any questions, let me know. But here it is. Leftover. We got the savages up in here. Guess what this is? This is Capstone Research Night.
Full circle, dude.
This guy, PJ over here, forgot his shoes. So he went all the way to Cerritos. That's probably like over an hour drive. But they be looking fresh.
They looking fresh
They
though,
looking
right?
fresh.
We all got black shoes.
Yay. We all got shoes.
Shoes. Can I use this as a mirror? You? Just. Oh yeah.
I put a little cologne on.
Woo. Let me see
you
what kind of
smell it
socks.
in the camera?
What?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I have Popeye socks.
You
too.
do?
not on right now. Yeah, but I have them. We're about to present. Got a bunch of people here. Got a bunch of people around the corner. Set up, all prepare for this day. And we got, oh, look who it is. We got Matt Tanui in the house. Oh yeah. Okay, here is my setup. Got some cards, my handouts, and my folder. Oh yeah. Alright, so the name of my poster is called Pop, Lock, and Breathe It. And the reason being is because we used 2 interventions for our study. We did a pop, which may or may not be heard from a high velocity, low amplitude thrust on the patient. We're just going to call this a thrust, and then some breathing. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. So I was interested in this study because in my time in the clinic and as a fitness professional, I found that neck pain has been such a big limiting factor. Right? Actually, 1/3 of a billion individuals experience neck pain lasting more than 3 months, considering this a chronic condition. And actually, the global burden of disease ranks it to be the top 4th leading cause of disability, meaning people will take time off because of their neck pain. And so there has been a lot of studies to show like what can be the highest risk factors for neck pain, but it actually shows that unfortunately, the female sex and having a history of neck pain are the most predictive factors of having neck pain. So, what do you call it? Let me look at my notes real quick. Thank you for being my first people. Alright, so some typical interventions for neck pain is to just directly go to the cervical spine, which is just the neck, like some cervical mobility, joint mobility, some neck muscle stretching. But they found that as I was doing more studies, they found that actually doing some thrusts to the thoracic spine, which is this region, and some breathing has actually found to decrease neck pain as well. So this is because regions in the body are not only independent, but they are interdependent. So there's a lot of studies saying like the lower back and the hips are related, and in this case the thoracic spine and the neck are related as well. So I looked at how the thrusts can decrease neck pain, how breathing can decrease neck pain, but there has been no study to show the combination of both to see if that decreases neck pain more or not. So that was the purpose of my study, to see if the combination of both interventions would yield greater results than each intervention alone. So as you saw, the most predictive factors were a female patient with neck pain. So that is our case study. We have a female patient with chronic neck pain. So she's 25 years old with 4-year history of neck pain. She started at a desk job about 4 years ago and complains of increasing pain with a high of 6 out of 10. And it actually is so debilitating where she would have to lay down in the middle of the day to actually have it rest and calm down. So you can see how if this progresses, she can actually be one of those people, the statistics, that will actually have to be disabled or take time off because of this symptom, right? And you could read more about her history and some limitations here later. But I wanted to talk to you about how I conducted this study. So before I go into what that looks like, I want to talk to you about what kind of measures that we took. So we took the Neck Disability Index. That is basically a questionnaire that's a questionnaire that measures disability. And then we looked at the visual analog scale that measures pain. These are questionnaires that people fill out, and I'll talk about what the stars mean here in just a little bit. We also looked at chest mobility to see how much movement happens in the chest, and then also some range of motion in the neck. So this is how it went down. So the patient in the treatment 1 would get a thrust 1 time. If a pop was heard, thus the pop, then the patient would move on to do some breathing exercises. And we would do breathing for 10 minutes. If a pop was not heard the first time, then we would do a second one, but a maximum of 2. So you just go pop, thrust, and then she would lay down on her back, and then she would do some breathing exercises. And that was the treatment. So we did treatments for the first time she came, the second week, which is treatment 2. We took a break on the 3rd week, and then we did treatments on the 4th week. And the reason why we skipped the 3rd week is because most of the studies that we looked at only did up to 2 weeks. So we wanted to compare that, but then I said, hey, how about more longer term effects? Why not go into the 4th week as well? So we looked at that as well. And so these were our outcomes, and so these were our results. If you look at these gold stars, those are really important because that means that they passed what's called the MCID, the minimal clinical important difference. So if they passed that, then that means that it actually showed that yes, we were confident that we made a significant change. So her NDI, her Neck Disability Index, she had a change of 8, where the minimum was supposed to be 7.5. So she actually met that, and we said, hey, she made a significant change. The visual analog scale, what that is, it's a 10 centimeter line, and it's just supposed to mark where my pain is. No pain, extreme pain. And a minimum change was 12 millimeters, and she had 20 millimeters. So we more than double, we did close to double of decreasing her pain. And so that's pretty good because especially after, she was like, hey, I don't really feel my pain anymore, which is awesome. Changes in chest mobility, unfortunately, we didn't see a significant difference there. So we can't really be proud of that too much. But actually, cervical range of motion, this is really cool because in these, in flexion and extension, in flexion she changed 15, the minimal change is 12.5 degrees, and in extension she has changed more than 20. So she actually got 26 degrees, which is more than double the amount of a significant difference. So, in conclusion, we found that the combination of a thrust and breathing has found significant differences in disability, pain, and range of motion in the neck.
However, we found that the combination of both didn't yield greater benefits than each intervention alone. So what does this mean for you and me? It means that if a patient comes in, we can just do a quick thrust and they'll have good results in the pain disability. But we can also do things like breathing. If they're like, I can't move, then hey, go lay on your back, breathe, and we can have similar effects to influence the pain in the neck, right? So, if you were to leave with anything, if you have any neck pain, remember, you can always pop, lock, and breathe. Thank you.
All right, so we just finished. We just finished our capstone. Holy moly. This time has been so amazing. PJ, can you give some words here? I start vlogging and everyone starts leaving.
It was actually really rewarding to be able to showcase like what you worked for, all the hard work that you've done, and just kind of collaborating with different therapists, because a lot of them actually would ask questions and see you as a colleague. So that was pretty rewarding to me, at least.
Respect.
That's all I got, dude. You can only keep me serious for like.
True. I was like, dang, you actually did not pull a joke over here. I thought it was amazing because I just got to work so hard on this thing that took at least 16 weeks long. Such a long project, and everyone's here just like done.
What's up, brother?
Done. It was actually such a great experience, and it got to a point where I was like, man, I might actually conduct my own research in the future. Now, I don't know, like, don't quote me on that, but I think the idea, just the fact that it has sparked something in me where it's like, I could actually have my own study and seeing the beauty in like, I'm curious and I want to test it. And I have all the power to control all the variables and set everything up the way I want to set it up. Because you'll see all these different studies, you go, well, there's actually a limitation there, or there's the flaw in that one, or this one. But if I ever do my own study, maybe I could make something that is flawless. Nah, always flawed. We're sinners. All right, so that is the biggest project of our entire career. All downhill from now. We just have a couple more exams, our clinical rotations, and boom, we are done, baby. I'm so excited. We graduate in December, so just a half a year left. Like, this is the biggest burden that has come off my shoulders, and now it's just time to relax, do some YouTube. And if you guys like this video, if you guys like my channel, please subscribe, please help, share, comment, all that stuff, because all of that, I really listen, read, and engage, and I'm really trying to grow this channel. So I really appreciate all of you who've watched all the way up to this point in my video. But anyway, back to the capstone. If you have any questions, let me know, comment below, or message me, and I will do my best to answer you as much as I can. All right, y'all. Have a great one, you guys.